Yo, what is up everyone? This is OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to another video that I have here for you guys, bringing the latest Nintendo NX coverage. So, we got some new information on the Nintendo NX from an actual verified person on Reddit. So a lot of these leaks that I've been giving you guys beforehand were not verified through the moderators, and it's the same deal as NeoGAF. If you're verified, basically you go to one of the mods, you somehow prove to you your validity as far as what you're saying or where you're getting information from, to where they can actually confirm that this person or that you got the information from someone who works in the industry. So this information on the Nintendo NX is verified, and since it is verified, obviously it is not really huge or megaton news, but there's still some little snippets in here, so let's go ahead and talk about it. I want to say thank you to the Big Cheese 302 for getting me this information, and there should be more, so I'll be doing a follow-up video as soon as he decides to put out more information. So let's go over what he has to say. This is from user on Reddit, UTPedHero. April Fool's Day is approaching, and I'm sure there will be and already have been lots of NX leaks surfacing. The post is to help clear things up. Firstly, I am not a video game developer, but I have a few friends who work in the industry. Secondly, what I'm about to share is secondhand information from these people, and most of them do not work directly with Nintendo. Despite this, I am 99% sure they would not share false information with me, as I have known most of them for a long time, and they would not benefit from spreading false information. This is what I know about the Nintendo NX and what I can share with you. 1. You are extremely unlikely to get any photo leaks before the NX is announced officially by Nintendo. The studios that I know of that are building/porting to NX only have access to software. Some of these are not particularly small studios either. 2. Based on the development of cycles porting time, if the Nintendo NX launches this year, then most of the third-party games will not be available until early mid-2017. Software/frameworks are great to get a head start, but they won't even consider finalizing a game until it's been fully tested on hardware. 3. Developers who claim to have signed an NDA with Nintendo are most probably lying. The studio will be under NDA with Nintendo, and the developers/designers will be under some form of NDA with their studio, not Nintendo. The only exception would be small indie developers, and it's very unlikely Nintendo would provide them with development kits until after the reveal. Nintendo NX games will be able to share information across multiple devices. I am not 100% sure what type of information this will be, but the functionality is apparently available to third-party developers. Remember, April Fool's Day is very soon, which is already past at this point, and people will go to extreme lengths to fool others. Also, nearly all developers and designers appreciate their jobs and will not intentionally risk their careers just to give unknown people on the internet a couple of months jump on information. I hope this information is useful despite it probably not being the leak that you wanted. He did one update. I'm going to try to get verified by a moderator, which he's already been verified. And 2, now that he's been verified, I'll be posting after the April Fool's lockdown. So once the April Fool's stuff just comes and goes, which should probably be next week at this point, then we should get more information here. But based on what he's saying right now, and at this point, I don't think he's really going to leak anything too crazy, just because obviously he doesn't want to get anybody fired or anything like that. And it's true, yeah, there's definitely a lot of information that's coming out that's been false. There's probably some information where there's some truth in there. It really just depends. We have to kind of just wait for Nintendo, I guess, to have the official reveal. I guess some of the rumors that have been coming out that Nintendo's going to have a media event late April, who knows about that one, after Star Fox Zero comes out, because there really isn't much except for Shin Megami Tensei. We have Zelda Wii U, which is going to probably be a fall title, and then Paper Mario Color Splash, which doesn't even have any type of release date, probably going to be a fall title as well, or near end of summer-ish titles. I do want to talk about one of the things that he said, because a lot of this information is kind of like meh. But one of the stuff he said is that Nintendo NX games will be able to share information across multiple devices. This is something that Nintendo has kind of, I think, patented, or they've had something along the lines of this, and something that Nintendo said they wanted to do. I remember when they first talked about the Nintendo NX, how they wanted to have like an ecosystem of sharing information as far as by Nintendo goes. Nintendo NX, PC, Wii U, Nintendo 3DS, mobile. So I definitely think that's going to happen. And the fact that he was verified with this information is definitely cool. What's going to be interesting is to see exactly what type of information. So we're talking about like cross saves, because if it was cross saves, that would be really, really, really dope. That would be really dope. So if a game comes out on, let's say, for example, if a game comes out on PC and it comes out on the Nintendo NX, the fact that you can actually have like information shared between the two, I think that would be really cool, or even 3DS or something like that for like mini games or something. I don't know what they can do with it, but it would be really cool if there was cross saves like between like a PC and a Nintendo NX version. That would be really, really dope. So let's hope that happens. And the fact that third-party developers would have access to it already, that'd be good. I know sometimes Nintendo can be a little slow to give developers access to everything that they need, I guess. So that's really cool that third-party developers would be able to have this information already. So once again, this is not a 100% fact or anything like that. This is just a rumor at this point. But we do have some, the person has been verified. So that's definitely good on that part. But he really didn't say anything that was too crazy or out of line. I do want to talk a little bit about the third-party game, saying that they wouldn't be ready until early, mid-2017. I think that might be a good idea, to be honest. Let's get those games optimized. Let's get those games ready to go and make sure that they're not sloppy. Make sure that the developers have time to get those games on there. Just because with the Wii U, there was a lot of, I think, rushed ports. There was just a lot of ports that weren't ready. And it suffered at the retail space, and it suffered like the digital foundry tests and like the frame rates and things like that. And Nintendo came lame duck. Nintendo didn't bring the big guns at launch. You know, they just had a lot of third-party games that weren't very good. So, or not that they weren't very good, but they just weren't necessarily up to par with the other versions out there. So I think Nintendo needs to bring the big guns at the beginning, like bring their games, let people buy it, like the hardcore Nintendo fans keep on buying it, get those people to buy the system, and then hopefully you can convince the other people, like the people who aren't necessarily hardcore fans, with the NX games that are coming out day and date with the PS4 and Xbox One versions in 2017. And even if there's some of the games that are late 2016, it can give some Nintendo fans a cost-effective port for the developer to put out there, and they can make a little bit of money. Nintendo fans who want to purchase those games can buy them, even if it is a little late. So it'll be interesting to just see how everything plays out. I'm cautiously optimistic about it. I think Nintendo knows that the whole casual type deal is not working for them anymore. They tried it with the Wii, worked. Wii U failed miserably. So I think this time they're really going to have to take their IPs, like Shigeru Miyamoto said, and be aggressive with them. And I think we're going to see some of that aggression even at the launch of the Nintendo NX this year. Alright guys, so that basically wraps it up for this video here. Make sure you hit that like button if you did like it. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips, and tricks, and everything on the Nintendo NX. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you for the next video. Peace.